Tiếng ai thắp ngang như sâu vào tim. Hello Jen.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Jenny. How do you want me to call you?
You can call me by Mai.
Oh, hello, my son. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
By the way, my son, I can see here in your lesson request that for tonight you would like to have a free conversation. Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay. And also, I can see here that before we start our lesson, you want us to have self introductions and you want me to proactively correct your mistakes if there are any, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And for the special remarks you put in there, nothing special. Okay. My
Okay.
son, would you like to introduce yourself first?
I'm Mike and I'm come from Vietnam. I'm 26 years old and my hobby is reading book. Reading.
Oh, I see.
And I love to play sports or doing exercise. And today I climbed the mountain.
Wow.
I'm get no, no, I'm tired a little bit.
Oh, you're a little bit tired, I see.
So
Oh,
thank you.
I see. Mike, can you read and understand Japanese?
Japanese. I I can read it, but I can write it. I cannot write it.
But you do understand, right? You can understand.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Is that why? I mean, I'm quite curious because I can see here, Sweet Home DMM Kaiwa, so it's not foreign student. That is why. All right. Again, oh no, not again. Fine. Thank you so much for sharing something about yourself. So, again, I'm Jenny and I'm from the Philippines. I'm also a teacher here. I used to teach high school and junior high school students. And during my free time, I love watching movies from different countries. But these days, I'm into Japanese animations and Korean dramas. During my free time as well, I like to read books. I like listening to music. And before the pandemic, I usually climb mountain. I usually travel to different rural areas to climb mountain once a month. It's just that last year and this year it's quite hard to travel because of the pandemic. So I have never been to any rural areas for the past more than a year and a half now. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Mai, for listening to my introduction. All right, Mai, any questions?
Do you speaking in another languages?
I only know English as a foreign language, but I can speak also some different languages from the Philippines.
Oh.
Because as you know, Philippines has a lot of languages. We have more than 200 languages in the Philippines.
Oh wow. Really?
Yes. Yeah. Different places speaks different languages.
Mm,
Is
so
it also the same in Vietnam?
it's not it. There's some play they speak they use their languages, but it's not a lot.
Oh,
Just
only
some place.
few. Mhm.
Yes.
And also, it's kind of different here in the Philippines because we also have the area where people can speak broken Spanish. It's their mother tongue, broken Spanish. So they can speak broken Spanish, they can speak our national language, they can speak English as well, and the other languages, dialects in the Philippines. Hmm. I can only speak I think three languages. My mother tongue, our national language, and English.
Oh. So did you learn
Yes.
English from when you was young? When you are a
Yeah,
child?
like when I was 3 years old, when I started going to school. Yes. Yeah, because before the education system in the Philippines, when you start learning, when you start going to school, you will learn English because I think it's the medium language in almost all subjects. I think we only have three subjects that are in our national language. We have
Oh.
8 subjects per day. We learn 8 subjects. We have math, English, our Filipino language, and then we have the science. We have also the social studies. It's also in our national language. And then we also have this history, which is also in our national language. And then other two more subjects that are written in English. Yeah.
So it has been a long time just speaking English, right?
Yes, from kinder up until you graduate from college. Yeah. Let's just say 2 years in kinder, like kindergarten, like preschool. Yeah. Some people, I mean, some children these days, they go to school, have preschool around 3 years old. So preschool, kindergarten, and then kinder two, grade one up to six. So total of 9 years, and then plus 4 years in high school. We have 13 years, and then another 4 years in college or 5 years in college. It depends on what your course is. So like that, like a total of 15 years or 14 years that you're going to speak English in school.
So in now in your nation you are, yeah, not you, everyone learning both of language, English and your language, your language.
Not all of us can speak English, of course. There are some people who cannot speak, but most of us are very trying hard. Like whenever we have some tourists, especially foreigners from other countries who are English, speakers, people here in the Philippines, even if most of us cannot really speak fluently, but we can speak a little and we can understand English. So that is why we can also speak in English to them. And also in my case, I know how to speak English and our national language. It's just that I'm not that good when it comes to our national language. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's quite embarrassing because because it's our national language. Because for me, I think I know how to speak. It's just that I'm not that confident because my mother tongue is different from that, and people from our city usually have the um very hard tongue. Like our pronunciation is different. Yeah, in our area, like we speak the word so hard. And then I'm not that good. I'm terrible when it comes to grammar. Because of our mother tongue. In our city, we usually mix our national language in the way we talk. Sometimes we mix English in our daily conversations. Yes, that is true. We do not speak our national language most often. It's just that, let's just say, there are some people from Manila. Do you know Manila, the capital of the Philippines? People there in Manila and in Luzon, most likely in Luzon, they speak our national language. So when they visit our place, our city, And the people here in our city, we do not speak that much. We do not speak our national language in our daily lives because there are very few people who are speaking in here. And then when they come here, we have no choice. We have to speak our national language so that they can understand us.
Uh,
Yes, we
so,
have to adjust.
so how about your family? Are they speaking English in daily conversation?
Mix.
Miss,
Like we speak, yeah, we speak mixed English, Tagalog, and our mother tongue because we have little children here. I
oh,
have cousins that are young, and we're training them to speak Tagalog, English, and our mother tongue. Most of the time, they speak our mother tongue, but we're training them to speak the national language so that when they grow up, when they go to school, they can understand. The teacher will not, will not have so much difficulties. Yeah. And also the programs in our, let's just say some TV series here in the Philippines, it is usual, it is speaking in national language. It's actually mixed. There are some lines that they're going to speak English, but not all of the time. So children can also watch, especially cartoons, so they can totally understand when they grow up. Is it also like that in your country, mine?
in my country,
Yeah.
is my time. It's my time. I have spent about 10 years in school just learn English, but when I graduate at high school, I cannot speak any English sentence.
Why?
They they just taught me about grammar, so we don't have chance to speak out.
Oh, so you mean like in schools, the students were taught the grammar,
Yes.
the sentence construction. So it means that you're good when it comes to writing sentences. It's just that when it comes to speaking, you didn't have the chance because you're not practicing it.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So, what made you so motivated, Mai, to learn English here in Vietnam?
Yeah. Um, I think English is one of the population language in the world. So if I can speak English, I can go everywhere.
Yeah, because English is the international language.
Yes, that's right.
So let's just say, Mai, if you will visit Philippines, you will, not what they call this one. You'll not have a lot of difficulties to talk to people because you can talk to anyone here, and they will probably, even if they cannot speak English that much, they're going to give their best for you to be able to understand them. They're also going to adjust. They're going to speak English little by little. Yeah.
I want to come there one day.
Yes, you
travel.
should. Have you been to any other countries, mine?
Now I'm living in Japan.
Oh, you're now in Japan.
Yes. I
Oh,
have
I see.
lived
That is
there.
why you can speak and understand Japanese. Did you also study Japanese?
Yes, I have been living here for 4 years,
Wow.
and I have spent 2 years in school for learn Japanese.
Oh, I see. Did
I'm
you?
not good. I'm still not good at Japanese now, but in daily conversation, I can understand.
Oh, it doesn't matter if you're not that good, as long as you can speak, as long as they can understand you, and as long as you can understand other people. That is, I think, more than enough for a foreigner.
Just,
That's a great achievement.
but Japanese is one of the difficult languages in the world.
Really?
Really.
I guess for me, I think Japanese is easier than Korean. Because I tried to learn Japanese. It's just that it's quite hard to write their what they call this one characters, Japanese characters compared to Korean. But when it comes to speaking the language, for me it is the Japanese is quite easier to learn than Korean. And then Korean characters are quite easier to write compared to Japanese characters. Yeah.
I don't know about Korean, but in Japan, they are using four kind of languages in Japan.
Yes. Oh, I think three only like that. Oh, what are those languages?
We using kanji is mean not again.
Like the Chinese one,
Yes,
right?
yes,
The
yes.
Chinese characters, it's very hard.
First is kanji, hiragana, katakana,
Katakana and
romaji.
oh, I'm familiar with the last one.
Romaji.
What's Romaji?
Alphabet ABC.
Ah, what do they call that? Rumazi?
So Romaji ka? Romaji.
Oh, Romazi. So like they're writing it in alphabet, like let's just say sumimasen. So it's
Oh.
instead of writing it in Japanese characters, they're going to write it in alphabet, like letter S, letter U, like that, right?
Yes. Are you learning Japanese?
Before, like very long time ago. I actually learned not the grammar, just few words, and then I tried making some sentences because I'm just learning by myself.
Oh.
And then like after 2 years, I quite forgot like most of what I've learned. Yeah. I just learned for a month and then I tried practicing, writing it in using Romazi. It's just that after 2 years, I forgot most of the words.
So now, are you learning some languages?
Not anymore. But I think, yeah, but I think I'm going to learn again soon because I have a lot of free time. It's just that these days I go to the gym like every day, and when I come back, I'm so exhausted. Like I'm going to sleep again and then do the house chores
Oh.
because we're just working from home these days. No face-to-face classes.
So which the language you want to learn?
Actually, I'm very interested in Spanish and Japanese.
Ja- Japan.
Yeah. When it comes to Spanish, I think it's quite easy as well because Philippines has a history of being colonized by Spaniards, by Spanish people. So most of our words here are from Spanish. Let's just say the spoon,
Mhm.
it's called kutsara, which is the same with the Japanese. The way we count, like uno, dos, tres, we can also count like that. Spanish counting. And then most of the things that we can find in our home are named after, I mean, from Spanish language.
Oh.
Yes. How about you, Mai? Aside from English, what other languages would you like to learn?
I'm learning just a little bit about Chinese, just some daily conversation. But
For me, it's kind of hard because they like writing shisha, shisha. Like it's like the pronunciation is just like almost the same, but it has different meanings and different spellings. I tried speaking before, and then like what I meant was I'm going to take account, and then when I speak that sentence, I mean, when I spoke to my friend, I used that sentence and she laughed at me and she said, oh, why do you want to go to a restaurant? We just ate. And I told her, oh, I didn't mean to go to the restaurant. I'm meaning to take a cab. And she said, oh, your pronunciation is terrible. Like that. So I didn't learn again. It's quite hard.
Yes,
Do you
but
learn by yourself or you go to school?
no, I'm just learning by myself. But when you can speak and when you can understand Japanese, so you can learn Chinese more easily, more
Little.
easier
Oh,
because
easier.
they are using the same word. I mean,
Characters.
yes, character.
The kanji, right?
Yes, kanji.
Oh, I see. My friend, I mean, I have a colleague before. She studied Japanese for, I think, 6 months because she really wanted to go to Japan. She learned how to speak and write. It's just that she said kanji is very difficult to learn. Among the three languages, the kanji, katakana, and hiragana. She said katakana and hiragana are quite easy compared to kanji. Yes, because it has patterns on how you write it.
Yes, katakana. I think is if you
The
can.
easiest.
No, no, no. It's not easy to me because if you are good at English, you can understand easier in katakana, but the pronunciation is very different.
Yes, I heard. Like it's quite different, especially for a foreigner. If you're going to like say those words, some people will laugh at your accent because it sounds different from the way how they speak it.
So so
Mhm.
so
Ah.
for example, when we say simple, simple
Mm-hmm.
in English, but in Japanese they say simple.
Yes, simple.
Simple.
And also like glass, they will say glass,
So
like something like
kurase,
that.
kurase.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
I can't understand at all. It's very it's very difficult to remember it.
Yeah, I heard my student like I wrote wine glass and she said wine glass. Yeah, like something like that. So I was just I was just like, oh, this is the way how they speak it. And then I told them, how what do you call, because in Japan they have different names. Like for example, the international name of that country is Japan, but in Japan they call it Nippon, right?
Nippon. Yes.
Yes, Nippon. And then I asked them, what about Philippines? What do you call Philippines? And they said Philippine.
Philippine.
Yeah, Philippine. Because I think they don't have letter L. That is why they use R instead. So most of the Japanese cannot pronounce letter L very well, or sometimes letter R that much.
Yes, they
Because,
got trouble with R.
yes, and no letter J as well. Yeah. So when I write my name in Japanese, it's quite difficult because they don't have the letter J in Japanese characters. Yeah, no equivalent.
How, how to write your
Yeah,
name in Japanese?
I don't know. Because I think there is no equivalent for letter J. They have these some letters combinations, but actually no letter J.
Mm,
Can you try writing my name in Japanese?
okay. Jenny. I no. Jan. Jan.
Let me see.
I wrote in hiragana Jani.
Oh, this is hiragana.
Yes.
In katakana, I don't have this one, right? I don't have the name. Anyways, Mai, thank you so much for attending our class today, and I really hope to see you again next time. And hope you enjoyed talking with me today. Do you have any questions before we end our class?
No.
Thank you so much, Mai, and hope to see you again next time. Goodbye. Good
Bye.
night.
Thank you so much. See you later. Đúng rồi.